Hel- Hello viewers and welcome back, and today we're going to finish up episode 1 with boss battle with Dmitry himself. And first off the bat, we have to hide behind the barrels before he shoots his energy balls at and when he tries to fire an energy ball and then sparkles just go in and start beating him up. It's just an easy first boss like all first bosses. But there are some more better bosses out there. You just have to keep up the pattern and just keep hiding behind barrels when Dmitry tries to run away. And just wait until the ring his energy ball sparkles and then just go and attack. Not a very hard boss to beat, but not a very hard boss, really. If you know what his pattern, easy pattern to figure out. And just hide behind barrels. Oh, by the way, these barrels destroy in 3 shots, so keep that in mind. And after going through this pattern only 3 times, you will actually be able to defeat it. And overall, this was a fun boss go through, and that's it. The entire fight was easy, and that's the end of the episode, and we get reptilian robber, and then that's the end of the episode.
Clockwork feathers and my counterfeit in operation. It's past tense.
Doing you a favor. What kind of thief prints money? There's no honor in that.
You crackerbox.
My gang and I had done it. The clockwork tail feathers were ours, and Dmitry's counterfeiting operation was ruined. Due to the untimely arrival of Carmelita, my escape got a little tricky. Angry at having just missed me, she took it out on Dmitry, shutting down the nightclub and throwing the frustrated forger behind bars. The gang and I headed out of town for a week in Monaco. I figured the team had earned themselves a well-deserved break.
And that's episode 1 done! And now Dmitry's now in prison, and now we got the clockwork tail feathers. Moving on to episode 2, a starry-eyed encounter. So yeah, this is going to be quite fun for episode 2, so let's get into the setup of this episode.
Another clockwork part had surfaced in India, so the boys and I loaded up the van and zeroed in on our next target, a mysterious spice lord known as Rajan. A self-made man who grew up poor on the streets of Calcutta, he started his life of crime selling illegal spices in the black market, eventually growing his small outfit to a sizable operation, and earning himself a seat in the prestigious Claw Gang. He's since crowned himself Lord of the Hills, and while he goes to great lengths to convince others of his royalty, it's mostly to convince himself. True to form, he's holding a lavish ball in his newly purchased ancestral palace. The reason? To show off his latest acquisition, the clockwork wings, the symbol of my enemy. If you saw the wings silhouetted against the night sky, it was already too late for you, especially if your name was Cooper. Rajan believes displaying the wings will bring him prestige, and maybe they will, but they're also bringing me.
Sly Cooper and the gang in episode 2, a starry-eyed encounter. Yeah, this is going to be a very fun episode for us to go through. And yeah, so now we got our setup that Rajan's having a fancy party at his new bought palace, and he's showing off the clockwork wings at this fancy party. And I don't know why people are just gonna notice the giant wings. They're just saying, hey, is that clockwork wings from the museum that was stolen a couple of days back. Just saying. I'm just saying. So there are going to be some explodable loot that when we pick up a piece of loot, we have to easily get back to the safe house before this thing self-destructs and giving us some damage. So let's just head back and yeah, keep that in mind for the rest of the game that there's going to be some explosives. And we get a burial urn and we can buy up to 600 coins, so I'm not sure how much I'm not gonna get, so yeah, we get heads or tails. And let's get on with it. So the drawbridge is too far up to get to the recon mission, so we'll just have to take the waterway.
With the drawbridge up, the only way across that river is on those conical rocks. Do you remember how to spire jump?
What? You think I forget one of the Cooper family's greatest thief moves? Whenever I'm near pointed objects, I just need to jump and hit the circle button to perform a ninja spire landing.
That's correct. Now let's see it in action.
So if you easily remember the Ninja Spire jump from the first game, it's not going to be a problem for you. And just keep looking around for clue bottles. Keep that in mind so you know where to find more clues. And yeah, I screwed up trying to jump over there. Yeah, that was pretty stupid of me. And yeah, more rail walking, and more rail walking. And there's the recon for Ballroom Recon. Our first mission and giving us recon.
Figured out how to sneak in above the ballroom without being detected. The only problem is there's no way to climb up to that balcony door.
Not a problem. There seem to be plenty of branches for me to walk on. I'll figure it out.
So with that, we have to get up there by using the branches of these trees. And it's quite easy to figure out. But when you're recording with a tiny little screen during recording and you get a much bigger recording with darkness and etc., you know there's going to be a lot of problems. So after a bit, we can finally get inside. And now we're inside the ballroom and we only need to take recon photos. So be careful not to go completely out, or the guards will see you and mission fail. Okay, first off, let's get some clockwork wings. So they're on this statue, and it's going to be very hard to get them out with these so many people. So another clockwork wing. So they're both on that statue. Everybody's watching it. So how are we gonna get it? And let's get this electronic winch at the very top here, and that's going to be very useful for the big heist. So keep that in mind till future episodes. And Rajan knowing about target.
Really pulled out all the stops to impress people with this party. Maybe you should get some shots.
And now we can take photos of the guests here, and we only have to keep an eye on 5 people in this party. First up, on the left, Arpeggio, one of the members of the Flaw Gang. We don't get to see him until the 7th for an audio, and the final episode of his own episode. John Basson will take episode 6 and 7. 6 and 7. We'll get to him. Next is the Contessa, the head prison warden. And we'll get to know her pretty much later on. I'm not going to say anything much right now, just... Yo, she's a cop, and this entire place is going to bust Rajan for the spice ring. And Carmelita's here to helping the Contessa, and Neela's also here to help the Contessa here also. So this entire party is crawling with cops. So we're gonna need we need a good plan to actually get into the party and get the Clockwork Wings without any of the cops noticing. Well, that's going to be quite a feat.
Leela, another officer undercover.
And after when we get all the party guests here,
Party is crawling
I think it's time and we're done with this mission and we need to seriously cook up a very good game plan in order to get past the cops easily. So, what is Bentley's plan of attack?
Stealing the Clockwork Wings in the middle of a crowded ballroom is going to take some serious misdirection. And the squad of undercover cops only makes things more complicated. Although, we might be able to use them to our advantage. But no matter what we do in the ballroom, sooner or later we'll need to deal with Rajan's security chopper. Murray can take it out with some of the local armaments, but he won't be able to get inside the palace until Sly lowers the drawbridge for him.
Okay, that's quite a list of jobs that we have to do, like lowering the drawbridge, getting into the party, that's going to be explained in a couple of minutes, and finally destroying the turret, destroying the attack helicopter that's in the area. So until then we'll get started, and next time we will start on lowering the drawbridge. So until then, it's been Josh saying, have a good day.